Hello, it's me again. It's me, Benji. We're rolling. No, so my name is Benji John Mifsud, author, um, uh, football team founder, whatever. I'm a man of many trades at this point, but with no cash. And we're going to be watching a video by this individual called Mautuba, called A Muddle Thrown in the YouTube's Ocean. We're going to watch it. I'm going to give some of my opinions, to be frank, and we're going to view this together. Okay, let's just begin.
Hi, my name is Sarah.
One thing, in the previous video I was trying to record, right? I was saying, oh, I didn't understand how it's like really raw and feeling how she's trying to move the camera, but like, I can't comment because I have the production quality of a dead corpse. Yeah, I had to stop the recording of the previous one because I just noticed that like desktop recording wasn't on. So yeah, that went well. So we're just gonna do this again.
Making this video like a bottle thrown into the ocean of YouTube,
Yes.
hoping it reaches someone who might recognize themselves in what I'm about to say. Let me be honest with you. I've never really said this before. I have always had facial hair. I hate it so much because kids used to laugh at me in school.
Can maybe I'm just trying being a dickhead, but like I don't notice it. Maybe I'm just blind, but I'm not noticing it. Maybe I don't know.
And everything I tried to remove it seemed to make it grow stronger. Recently, I reached a point where I'm just tired of hiding it. And I realized something. It's not even as visible as I thought. You need to be really close to me to notice it. I think I was focusing on it so much that it became bigger in my mind. And maybe you have something like this too. Something small that takes all your attention and suddenly feels like everything. So now I'm like, so what? Does it make me less pretty? Less valuable? I don't think so. Nobody's perfect, so why should I be? My life is not what I thought it would be. I thought I would be a wealthy writer, and I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just
Is she a writer? I'll check after this video, but I'm quite curious. We'll see. But well, let's just finish the video first.
a writer, and this is my life.
Wait, what? The chick's a writer?
A writer.
Ah, come back.
I thought I would be a wealthy writer,
Okay.
and I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just a writer,
Okay, fine, alright, let's go.
and this is my life.
Okay, let's go.
Yesterday I went out and tried to meet people, and I ended up.
Okay. Okay. So, essentially, so let's go to this individual. So, one thing I wanted to say was she felt bad about the way people saw the way she looked, right? About facial hair when she was younger. I'm gonna say from personal experience. I used to be made fun of because of you having a unibrow, for being overweight, for being awkward as an individual, being too hyper, being too this and that. Sadly, hate, or at least the abuse of unique beauty, has changed in different ways. The older I get, and the more friends I start to make over the years, really close friends, good relationships and things like that, especially of, you know, the fairer sex, if you can say it like that. I seem to have noticed how so many beautiful people sort of always are way more insecure than people who are uglier. Like, like for example, like when I see this individual, at least for me personally, I'm giving a personal opinion. These are a good-looking individual. You know, if they are an actual writer, like amazing, good for them. Maybe I can find you. There is nothing, but one comment about like the hair growing thing, because it happened to me when I was younger. I was trying to shave my unibrow. And I was told like that. I hated my unibrow so much. I would shave it with a razor, and it would make myself bleed. You know, because I was so afraid of people laughing at me for looking the way I looked. All I can say is that sometimes I think the world is just cruel to those who are most beautiful. I myself was one of those individuals. You know, one of the most horrible things. I'm saying this on a Good Friday, not just to preach, but obviously I would love to spread a good word, if I can, as much as possible, as long as I have the chance to, as long as my voice has enough strength and power to do so. That lust and the way we've seen beauty and abused it and corrupted it in a horrible way, either by our childhoods or either by our influences at home, or either by just the way we want to feel powerful in our weak positions. It's really horrible how so many beautiful people feel so insecure about the way they look, or they feel so afraid of being loved because they're more afraid that someone will love them for their look, so they don't think they're beautiful enough for the person they love because of what they felt in the past. Like this individual, I don't know what her real name is, if she's an actual writer. If she's a real writer, I wish her all the best, you know. And I think it's individuals like these that give me the most inspiration to write. What do I mean? As in, like, I am not a good looking person. I know that. I am the ugliest motherfucker you'll ever see. Okay, I'm not gonna show my face. I don't like showing my face. It's normal. Okay, I only show my face so I can try and sell books and do more for charity. That's it. But I have really close friends, absolutely, and for some reason, I've became friends with absolutely beautiful people, of both genders, and they're always like, "Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. I'm not good looking enough. I should lose weight. I should be this. I should be that. I should change this. I should change that." But I don't know. At least maybe for me, I don't really understand it as much. And I think one of the biggest reasons that, for example, maybe that lots of people have fallen into, for example, things such as corn, let's say it corn made gentle, with corn and lust and things like that, is simply because that we have removed the inner beauty with the outer beauty. And not even outer beauty, it's just the desire to be touched, to be wanted. And when we see someone attractive, we become jealous, we become angry. It's mostly, funnily enough, in a very dangerous way. It is between the same gender, you know. At least what I've noticed from my personal experience of knowing people, it's either the man will look down upon, you know, some people for rejecting them. That is normal. You'll have women who'll attack women for being better looking. It's never the other way around. Okay? Trust me. If someone's really good looking, they don't need to show off. You know? Or at least if they're confident enough to understand that and know that themselves. Or it could just be that they genuinely view the individual as not worth their time or not worth their space, and that's normal in a weird, sick way. There's a small saying I really wanted to read out, which really understands the way, at least how I see beauty when it comes to people. Mem shwar dabla shauk, meaning there's no rose without thorns, meaning beauty always comes with challenges. You know, the most beautiful people I've ever met, and I mean met, like I'll even go on a plane, and if someone says next to me beautiful or not, I'll talk to them, listen to their stories. I love, in a weird way, despite being a bit shy in real life, I try and force myself to be social you know, to get to understand people. And it's beautiful to understand people because everyone's beautiful in different ways. You know, there is a reason why they say God doesn't make mistakes, because everyone has such a unique beauty in so many different ways. It could be visual, it could even be personality, it could be the way they make you feel, it could either be the way they make you feel loved, it could be the way you see them, the way they inspire you, the way they make you want to build, the way that their life makes you want to be better, the way that they make you want to look at yourself and be upon them, you know. And I think sadly the way the world is just how. I'm sorry for being low energy today, but I want to be serious, no jokey, and just be actually genuine. I say this, right? Motab, at least how you look like right now, maybe it could just be like the weird position, but you're in a, let's say, not an unattractive individual, you know. And I don't know you personally, okay, but I know from personal experience. I grew up knowing people who were extremely beautiful, and I'm saying from personal opinion and experience, beautiful people, like models essentially. And you grow up and you meet with them, and then you wonder, but why are they so insecure by the way they look? And listen, even the greatest of palaces has the one room that nobody wants to be in. But that doesn't mean because someone isn't perfect, it means they aren't perfect in their own way. Imperfection is what makes things perfect. An imperfect love is perfect love. Because when you understand your flaws, you make it part of you. You don't reject it. The more you reject something, the more it's going to haunt you. I, like I said, I don't have many good qualities, but at least one of the qualities that people closest to me have told me is that I can make them laugh and I make them feel loved. So I'm being a bit emotional. I'm tearing up a bit, and that's enough for me. You know, I can be difficult to be around, but I know that deep down there are some people, no matter what happens, that they know I'm going to be there for them. And maybe that is my sort of beauty, if you can say it like that. I don't. I'm going to move to my books, not to sell, but people know who I am. I don't create these charities, I don't write these books for the fame. To be quite frank, I would rather be home alone and just go out to go see my friends and have a wonderful, quiet life. You know, I'm not famous now, but if I ever had fame, I'll only use my fame to do good. Because I believe if God chose my pathway to do good with the talents that I think He gave me, then I will use them. And I think Motaber, maybe you're quite small now, 611 subscribers, but I genuinely believe that you do have a beauty. It's just that there's one, maybe could be the facial hair insecurity that, like you said yourself, someone has to come close to you, very close for you to find out that insecurity. And I think that's even more beautiful when you figure that out, when you understand that. It's that deep down, someone has to truly love you, not really in a romantic sense, but love you in a way that they will not let you down. They will find every single problem in you and still love you no matter what. You know, to be close enough to see your biggest weaknesses. And if you've allowed them to become that close, it's already, hopefully, the moment you realize that you do not want to let them go, and they do not want to let you go, because shared vulnerability, in genuine humanity, in genuine love, in the way that we see, at least during Easter, how religious proper Easter is supposed to be. It's supposed to be that Jesus, despite being God, despite having the strength to annihilate anything on this earth if need be, in this universe if need be, He simply chose to be human. He chose to have friends, to be close to them, despite knowing how imperfect and knowing that some might betray them, some might not believe that He would do what He said He would do. He still loved them all. He still treated them close and brought them closer, and they all knew He had no flaw. But He still loved them for their flaws. Peter denied Christ 3 times in the temple when they were judging Him, saying, I do not know Him. And still, when they reunited after the resurrection, after the crucifixion, after everything in Easter, he went back to Christ, and Christ went back to St. Peter and told him, do you love me? And he told him, yes, Jesus, I love you. 3 times. For every time that he denied Christ before the cock, crowed. Or is it chicken? I don't know. Serdo. Is serdo jgħidu bil-Malti. So I think this video, despite being so small, despite being random, I think on a Good Friday, I think I wanted to give a message more than just saying buy my book or go to my charities or thank you to all my friends and family, but everyone's beautiful. And sometimes most beautiful people are the ones who have the biggest insecurities. And they model themselves around ways for you to ignore their insecurities. Genuinely, if my closest friends do see this video, and I have one person in mind when I'm saying this, the imperfections make you better. The late night conversations about the imperfections you have don't make you less of a person. This isn't just to them, it's to everyone who wants to hear this. You are not less of a person for having insecurities. You will have people who will die for you, essentially, but they're imperfect like you. Everyone's going to be making mistakes. Everyone is going to be suffering. Everyone's going to be struggling with their own demons. We just have to love them. As long as they're willing to love and grow and to change, we should keep on loving them, because even in our Father's prayer, forgive me for my sins as I have forgiven others. In life you have to forgive. In life you have to change, but you can never remove your flaws, because the moment you reject your flaws is the moment you reject humanity and you reject loving life itself. Sorry for being too emotional, sorry for going on and rambling, but I might even post this on YouTube. Mo Tabor, I wish you all the best. I wish everyone all the best. Have a blessed Friday. To my friends and my family. To everyone who has bought my books, who has booked into the tournament, and everyone who just wants to see this by the coincidence and it might change their life. If I did make a difference after seeing this, after you guys seeing this, I made a difference in your life or I made you feel better, thank you. I thank you for giving me a chance, and if you want anything or you need anything, just comment. I thank you all and I wish you all an amazing day.